guys, today I wanted to let you in on all of my monthly favorites for February and one fail. So I like to call these my thrillers and killers, but that's essentially what this is. And before I get into it, I just wanted to give a little bit of an update. If you saw, I did a get ready with me last week, the week before, a couple weeks ago, and I was talking about going to 2 videos a week, which I will be doing in March going forward. So my uploading day will be on Tuesdays and on Saturdays. I haven't quite figured out a time schedule yet, and if I get my shit together, I will totally have a time as well. But from now on, Tuesdays and Saturdays for my video. Also too, if you want to see how I got this look, I know you're like, what the hell are you doing in blue eyeshadow? I never wear blue eyeshadow. I did a full face of products I never reach for, plus colors I never wear, pretty much. That's what I did. So that'll be up on Saturday. So let's get into these, and I'm going to start with my only killer for the month. So one fail for the month is not that bad. So this is the Once Upon a Time body lotion from Lush, sadly. I love Lush so very much, and very rarely do I try something I don't like from them. But this lotion, when I'll open it up, it is green. This was a holiday exclusive, and from the green color and the name, you can probably tell it is apple scented. But I totally get like apple and like Play-Doh, like something, I don't know. I don't want to smell like this. Not great. Also, I didn't really love the consistency or the spreadability of it, if that's a word. I think that's a word. It just didn't really glide on the skin the way I like it to, and I didn't find it to be all that moisturizing. So while it isn't a super big deal, and I will continue to use this up, from here on out, I will be sticking with my Sympathy for the Skin or my Sleepy Body Lotion. Those are my 2 favorites for them, but this one was sadly a fail. So for my first thriller for the month, I have these from Towelettes, and I know you're looking at me like, girl, you're so pale. I am pale, and I don't often take the time to tan. I just don't really mind being pale. I don't put in that effort, but I did want a little bit of a base before we went to Florida. I picked these up all the way back in July. I think they were buy one, get one at Kohl's, and I decided to add them on. Just like everything else, I buy things that I don't need. But anyway, I decided to use one of them before I went to Florida. I had tried these in my early 20s, way back when I worked at Lush, and I remember liking them then. So this is the half size body sheet. I'm not going to open it up all the way. I'm pretty sure they have a full size, and I know for sure they have a face towelette as well. This one is in the lightest shade, and what I like about these is that there is absolutely no streaking. So you open it up, it's a little towelette, and you rub it on in circular motions. And I did all the things I normally would do if I was to self-tan, the things I know you're supposed to, exfoliate, and then also just moisturize the extra dry bits like heels and knees. So I did that, applied it. My only gripe with these is that they don't deposit any kind of color. So it's kind of hard to tell where you've actually put it. It's kind of hard to tell, but it came out flawless, no streaking whatsoever, and it doesn't look orange. So I would definitely recommend these if you do self-tan. Also great too because they are easy to throw in your bag. You don't have to worry about them leaking. They are great for travel. And then my other sort of summary item is from Coola, although sunscreen every day is a really good idea. This is the Sport SPF 50 classic sunscreen in the fragrance white tea. I got this from FabFitFun back in summertime, but I never opened it just because I had other sunscreens I was working through. So I took it on vacation with me. I didn't get burnt at all, which is surprising because I burn very easily, and the sun there is super hot. But I really like this formula. I felt like it went on very easily. It spread, wasn't white or chalky, and it also didn't clog my pores. I just tried out another sunscreen from them literally this morning. I was sent that from Influencer, and that I have in the products I never reach for video. That will be up on Saturday. But Coola makes really good sunscreen. I quite like them. Like I said, it didn't clog my pores, and I like the way it feels, and I will keep reaching for this. So I have 3 palettes to talk about, which is quite a bit for me. I took 6 palettes with me on vacation, 2 if you include my 2 mini Huda Beauty ones. I know it's way over prepared, but 1 we were gone for like a week and a half, 2 if you include like the 2 weeks if you include those travel days, but also 2 I did my sister's makeup, and I also got ready with a bunch of ladies, so I thought maybe people would want to play in makeup. But anyway, I was overly prepared as usual, but this was the first one I want to talk about. It's from Natasha Denona. This one is the Camel palette. I got this in my Beautylish Lucky Bag, and I really love this. This is my first Natasha Denona palette I have used. It is neutral, So upon first glance, it might look a little bit boring, but I felt like the shades were very buttery. They glided on. These two little like shimmery kinds of shades, I definitely use this one more. It's fairly light. I was using this on my lid a lot. What I would do on those days we were traveling is I would just kind of pack a little makeup bag and do it in the car while George was driving, and that's what I did with this one. I liked it quite a bit, and I am looking forward to trying other Natasha Denona products. So I have two palettes from Juvia's place to talk about. So this one is the Magic Mini. I use this one in that Get Ready With Me I keep referring to. It is so beautiful. This Faso color is the one that initially drew me in, and that's the one I used in that video. It is so pretty. I used the pink in like an inner corner thing one day and got a lot of compliments on that. Really gorgeous palette. I love their formula in general. I feel like it blends very easily. High pigment, a lot of colorful looks, and I like the color story in all of their palettes. I'm going to do something that you're going to get really mad at me about. They are on sale at Ulta. They're like half off, 40% or 50% off. I haven't really looked at the prices just to know that they were deeply discounted. I am looking at the Warrior palette right now, as well as the Zulu palette. I am trying to tell myself not to buy them because I want another one. And then Amanda gifted me the Masquerade mini palette, and I have to show that as well. I only used it once or twice. I used it for more neutral looks. I will be getting into the bright soon here. I love this. So pretty. All of their palettes are beautiful. You cannot go wrong with them. And then the other thing she gifted me was a hairbrush. There's probably hair in it. I tried to take some out. This is from Drybar. This is the Lemon Drop. I know you're looking at it like it's just a hairbrush. For one, I like the color. The lemony yellow color makes me very happy, but this is great at detangling. One of the first products I ever showed on my channel was the Tangle Teaser, and I really liked it at the time. I felt like it got all the knots out of my hair, and then it started to kind of not do that anymore. I felt like it was taking more effort to pull it through my hair, and also too that I was losing hair or that there was breakage. This has been great, really great. I didn't expect much out of it, but it really has detangled my hair way faster and way easier, and I don't feel like it's pulling on my hair. So A+ for Drybar. I have just been obsessed with their products. It started last year, and I slowly just keep collecting them. So thank you to Amanda for the brush. I really, really love it. And this is something that I wanted to buy myself and just didn't take the plunge on. So yes, thank you so much. Before we left on vacation, I did a haul video, all from different retailers. I simply bought too much stuff and I wanted to show you guys. But I do want to give you an update on some of the items that I did eventually try and that I ended up really loving. So this one is from Tarte. This is the Timeless Smoothing Primer. It's like a little paste. It is pretty thick. I just put my little finger in there. You could also use a sponge. Now I apply it right here where I have a little bit of a pore issue, but I also have a texture issue there, and it doesn't work so well there. But on my nose, I have larger pores and it erases them. I have tried it with other foundations and it still works very well. And then also too, I feel like it lasts throughout the day. So I highly recommend this primer. I really love it. Tati shows it all the time on her channel. I know it is one of her favorites and I had to have it, finally did, and I have no regrets because I really love it. And then just a couple more items. I knew I was gonna love this from Milk Makeup. This is an eyeliner. This is the Longwear Gel Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Boss, which is black. I already had their BCC liner, which is a nude shade, and I always felt very impressed by that and the way it lasted on my waterline. No different with this. I'm not gonna say it stays like completely pigmented all day, but it doesn't run, and most of the pigment stays there, and I really enjoy it. It has its little side with the pointed gel liner, and then on the other side it has like a little smudger, which I really haven't used. I haven't really tried it too much for the lash line, but on my waterline I have really loved it. I wish they would come out with more shades because I think they only have 5, like a brown and a navy and maybe like an iridescent one, something like that. I wish they had more shades, like some really bright colorful shades, because I am very impressed with this formula. And then lastly from Morphe, I have the Continuous Setting Mist. This was another product that I wanted for a really long time and just never bit the bullet on. Really, really love this. It is so fine, like you almost can't feel it going on. I'm gonna put a little bit on now. You guys will see in that video on Saturday the products I never reach for. I actually hate my base right now, and I hated it in the video, of course, so it could use a little bit of help. It is so fine. It feels so good. I think it helps with the longevity of my makeup. It hasn't done anything to prove otherwise. I like that there's no splotches on the skin. It's so fine. It's not going to disturb my makeup. I will say with this though is that I don't think there's a lot of product in here. It just feels like it's already like halfway, and I feel like it's probably going to empty really fast. We'll see how long it lasts me though. I have really enjoyed it, and I am glad I picked it up. And that is it for my February thrillers and killers. Do let me know below your monthly favorites or your fails. I hope you didn't have too many fails. I wanted to ask you guys, since I will be moving to 2 videos a week, and that's only 8 to 10 videos a month, what your thoughts are on this kind of series. I have done this every month consistently, my thrillers and killers, since August when I started. And I like doing them because I feel like it's a quick way to update you guys on something I may have forgotten otherwise, or just let you know old and new products that are working for me at the moment. But I can do that in other ways. So I want to ask you guys what your feelings are on it. I won't be offended if you say something like, hey, I would rather see you cover this. That's perfectly fine. So with that said, let me know below what you feel. Anyway, I thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon.